It's Jim Cormus, who is Vice President of CNETS Canada. It's Kathy Arbanison, who isn't in CNETS Canada, but she has been an integral part of our task force. And Pune Fuladi, who's on the board of CNETS Canada. And we've one missing, I think Patrick he's not with us. And of course it's Dr. Reid, Dr. Robert Reid. He's been the co-chair of our task force. So, and also there's one other person who's kind of been an informal member of our task force, Caroline Wilson, who has provided many ideas for us. And thanks to the input of these people, we've come together with this conference. We've also got a great web designer now called Mary Sullivan, who's been working really hard to put things together. And earlier on, Susan Oliver of the Canadian Cancer Society gave us some of her time. So I just want to acknowledge our team. Not only that, just before we do anything else, I'd like to acknowledge the rest of the board of CNETS Canada, who's the people who are in this room. And one of them, who's still sitting there, is Barry Jakowicz. So Barry, come on up. And Gurish Shah. I think we have 7 out of the 10 people on the board of directors of CNETS Canada with us today. We also have Julia Stinton. Sorry, Julia. Who's on the board of CNETS Canada. We have members of CNETS Canada. They represent support groups across Canada. And some of the board also represent support groups across Canada. For instance, Barry represents Vancouver. Julia represents Woodbridge. Gurish, research. Yes, Gurish represents research. Sylvia represents Winnipeg, Manitoba. Jim is vice president. Let's see, there's some others. Nancy, where are you? And Barbara. Barbara represents Hamilton, who's here. Barbara Bell, come on over. Because we have a board of directors of CNETS Canada who represent patients, caregivers, and medical professionals, business people. And we have members of CNETS Canada who represent groups right across Canada. Joanne Ferguson from Vernon, BC. Have I missed anybody? Patrick Sands is in Toronto. Patrick's not with us today. He couldn't be here, but he is a former vice president of CNETS Canada, and he was responsible for getting us quite a few of the grants we got, without which this conference would not have happened. Have I missed any members here? Where's Nancy? Nancy not here? Joanne? Where are you? You can come up if you like. I can't see. Well, anyway, we're growing. We're going to, I know from meeting people today, that we are going to get stronger and bigger and more organized and more empowered on behalf of neuroendocrine disease and in patients and our medical professionals too, through research, education, awareness, and support. Thank you.